Hey, leader, welcome. Happy day to you. I'm getting started here this morning in my home office, and I'm answering an email from a gentleman who follows the podcast. And he says to me, such a lovely email, says, I just discovered you from LinkedIn, and I'm listening to your recent episodes. And I couldn't help but go back and listen to some of your earlier ones. And he said, wow, what a drastic change. Is this because you are reconnected and have found your divine assignment like you talk about today? And I thought, wow, dude, you are tuned in. Yes. So I just replied. So if you're listening or watching this, and by the way, I do these in real time. My podcast episodes are as close to the publishing date as possible. I don't keep anything in a bank somewhere and then just like drip them whenever I feel. No, this is live, close to live as possible. So I wrote back saying, whoa, you are on it, dude. And yes, thank you for noticing. Things have changed. Circumstances have changed, and so have I. I am not the same person I was when I first started this business. I am not the same person I was just a year ago, a few months ago, a few days ago. I am designed to evolve, continuous personal evolution. I am designed to create and to distribute and to share the good news. I am designed to be a creator first and foremost. And I had denied myself that in different aspects of my life. And today I get to say, yeah, I am a very different human because of the contrast and yes, joyous occasions that I've experienced throughout my lifetime, but it's in the contrast. It's in those sharp edges of life where I have found some important learnings and I have deliberately chose to take those learnings so that I could be a better human for you, for my family, for my spouse, for my children, for my dogs, for my friends, for my peers, for my clients. I've chosen to see life as a constant unfolding of treasures, of gold, of blessings. Like I am always looking under a rock going, "Oh, where's the beauty in this little cave over here? Oh, what's the beauty over here under this blanket? Oh, let me pull up the hood over here. What's under there? Let's see. Let's see." And so I have put myself in these situations where I am able to do this. I don't know. It's just the way I'm designed, yo. It's the way I'm designed. You may be a very different person. But how I got to the universal leader and contemplative leadership style was through one of those circumstances where I was so disconnected from my personal, private, intimate relationship with God. My relationship with God. It was closed off for many, many interesting reasons. Conditioning, programming, bogus beliefs, all of that kept me from this very powerful, intimate, transformational relationship with who I call God. And so this person writes to me, noticing the differences from who I am today, how I'm speaking today, how I'm sharing this information today versus who I was just a year or two ago. And so thank you for noticing. And I hope you all are noticing that too. And I want to tell you very quickly as we come to a season closing of the podcast show, the season is ending, my friends, and we as an I, going to take a necessary break so that I can serve my universal leader clients, so that I too can stay embodied and connected to this divine assignment I was called to lead. And so before we go off on this break, I wanted to have a very short conversation about the universal leader and how this came to be. So, as I was searching for a reconnection with my relationship with God, I stumbled upon Richard Rohr, like a lot of people do during those times of curiosity, right? So, Richard Rohr is a Franciscan priest and has written, I don't know, 10,000 books. I mean, so many. I can't even keep up. He's so incredible. And the pivotal book that we can all blame for this new leadership style is the universal Christ. And so the premise of the book is that the Christ mystery is in all of us and not just assigned to a human by the name of Jesus who walked the earth 2000 years ago. Richard Rohr's promise in this book is that by the end of it, you will see that the Christ mystery is in all of us and in all living beings and all living things. That Christ, God, Christ mystery is found in everything that you can observe, that you can see. And that this was the intention of God billions of years ago, before the historical figure by the name of Jesus walked the earth. So Christ's mystery was here long before Jesus claimed it. Not that he claimed it. I don't know. I'm just saying that you are a different person after reading this book because now you get to see all these beings around you walking, talking, barking, meowing, purring, and seeing them for the Christ mystery in each of them. And it is so moving and so exceptional. And as I was reading his book for like the third or fourth time, is when the lightning, like I had a lightning bolt hit my head. And it was this. The question was, what if we leaders actually saw ourselves with this very specific divine assignment, and that every human that we are serving, whether it's 5 people in your department, on your team, or 1,000 people in your workforce or beyond, that every single being has the same something in them. The mystery is in them, that they too have divine assignments. And what if we leaders would actually treat this role like we have sacred responsibilities, like this is sacred ground, like, whoa, how would leadership look like if we thought of ourselves this way and thought of each other this way? Wow. What would it look like in the workforce? What would our team look like? Would they transform? Would they regress? Would they be prospering and thriving? Or will they continue to be overwhelmed and burnt out? What can we imply if this is how we leaders start to see each other? First ourselves, but then beyond ourselves to see the mystery in each and every one of these people that we serve. So the question started like that. And as I went through the whole book, I stopped and said, the universal leader has to live. The universal leader has to exist. So how do I take this idea and ground it? How do I support a structure around this very important mystery that I see for myself and now see for others? And the contemplative leadership style came forth from those questions. And contemplative leadership style is taking this idea that stillness is our number one strategy, and that the contemplative leaders were rooted in this divine assignment. We're rooted in something bigger and greater than ourselves. We are anchored in knowing that we are here to do bigger and greater things that we have yet to see for ourselves today. Like there's something so much more beyond these current roles that we have yet to discover for ourselves. And that if we do the stillness and if we do the contemplation and reflection work, that we will be able to become these universal leaders that our workforce has been begging for. So, contemplative leadership style and the universal leader, we have integrated these two things. Like they go hand in hand. They're two peas in a pod. These two things are necessary for the contemplative to be successful. So we just like a traditional leadership style and the empirical research that is required, right? To, I don't know, say that a leadership style works, is conceptualizing this first and foremost, and then operationalizing this so that we can run studies and so that we can sample populations, so that we can implement these frameworks in organizations, in Fortune 500, Fortune 100 organizations, or a small business that you're running, or a nonprofit that you're leading, or even if you are in public service and you have constituents. So we are wanting to myself and my research assistant and my team, we want to put this out into different industries and in different contexts, in different situations, so that we can test these principles and see really the impact. We want to know the impact, obviously, because you're a leader and ultimately you are measured by your success and you're measured by specifically your impact. And we want for you to be successful. And so we strongly believe and we have such strong convictions that contemplative leadership style will carry its weight. I mean, we'll be able to, compete maybe with some of those incredible leadership styles that you are currently using. So we're excited about the future. We're visionaries on my team, you see. We're always looking ahead. We're in 5D. We're in 5D reality. Like this is 3D, what you're seeing here in my hand. Yep. But we visionaries, we're in 5D and we are taking everything that we have in this 5D reality and we're bringing it into present day 3D reality so that we can help you, the leader. Yeah, we're quite mystical around here. No joke. We practice what we preach. We are contemplatives, you see, and we practice the universal leader principles, and there are 5 of them, and we practice them every single day. And so as I saw this email come through, and I've responded already, I wanted to come on here to share this briefly with you, that I and my team were not the same people we were just a few weeks ago, just a few short months ago. So if you are listening to the podcast years ago, great. You're going to hear the differences between who I was then, the kind of leader I was then, and the kind of leader I am now. And I'm bringing forth into the world. So you are observing, you are a witness to this transformation in real life, in real time. Is it scary? Heck yes. Am I scared out of my mind? Okay, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's that. Will this work? I don't know. But I'm going to have so much fun doing this, and I'm answering my divine assignment. And so if I'm answering my divine assignment and I am taking these sacred responsibilities as such, sacred, and I'm helping just one person out here transform the way they lead, then I've done my job. So I invite you to stick around, to stay close, to get on my email list, because I'll be emailing you while I'm on hiatus from the podcast. Wow, like I have a international show or something. Listen, I'm taking a break because my body needs it and my mind needs it and my heart needs it. So stay close to my email. Join my email list. You can go to my website at drdenisesimpson.com. Check out more information on the Universal Leader. See how I can support you on your journey. And if you're interested in contemplative leadership style for your organization, set up a private call with me. Email me and let me know when we can meet so that I can talk to you or your other leaders how this can transform your workforce. Mm, so exciting. So exciting. This is such great news, I have to tell you. I'm having so much fun with this. And I want for you to also have fun with this as you are discovering this for yourself, as you are finding awareness around yourself and the things that you want to do differently moving forward. That's the point here. We want to lead differently because we want to think and feel differently about our roles in leadership. That's the bottom line. And I cannot wait to support you here. So take a break with me as we put the show on pause and stay tuned. We're going to have a great season 2 coming up, and also get on my email list so that you stay within reach. And as always, I'm on LinkedIn doing my weekly newsletter article over there. So you're going to want to check me out over on LinkedIn at Dr. Denise Simpson. All right, leader. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the incredible season that we've had together. Share this with others. Share this with your peer group. Share this with your staff. And let them have a listen to all of these episodes. And you let them know this is what I'm up to. And this is what I'm discovering for myself. And I'd love for you to join me on this ride. Thanks for joining me on this ride. Looking forward to serving you in season number 2. I'll see you soon. Take very good care.